ain't going back. Not gonna buy into all that. Hey, hey, ain't gonna hide. Gonna let all the fears slide. Got Mother Nature is on my side. Got all of the loving.
Hello, everyone. We have a special recording today. I'm actually in the FlorAlive offices. I'm here with Dr. Brent Davis, the founder of FlorAlive. We've been discussing all morning while he's been testing me. I have my custom blend here, which is very nice. I'm looking forward to trying it more. And we have I knew everything's more than standard, but Heartmen, which would be good for lots of people. Just a little plug on them. We were discussing FlorAlive. He's going to get into it, and sovereignty, and why a product or the products that FlorAlive has to offer are so important in this day and age, and how they're different perhaps from other flower essences. The man himself can describe it better. Hey, Brent, how's it going?
Great. It's good to be here with you. Just talking about retrospectively, 20 these things started in 2000 about. And so you can imagine right after that, then we saw the building falling down, the building's falling down, however you want to interpret that. And then now 17, 18 years, 20 years later, we see this disturbance about the infection process that's been,
the viral shenanigans.
Overtaking the planet. And we realize that there's just overstepping of authority everywhere, really interfering with freedom and sovereignty. And so people are, good example, all the folks that lost their businesses as a result of that, gone bankrupt, huge losses. And it doesn't seem to be getting better. So it's rather interesting to me to look back at what we call test phrases, the things that are associated with each flower,
right,
which reflect the capability of the flower to offer I would call it a counter frequency, like a countermeasure or a counter frequency to the types of thoughts. So, for example, fear or the feelings of insecurity. And these flowers displace that, remove it, and I replace it with what I call divine flower harmonics.
Oh, nice.
So just a much more positive coding within us. And so that's described in the book. And I gave you that, the Floral Hand of God book, and that's available. It's on we have a website by that name, the Floral Hand of God.
Yeah, there'll be links below. We'll share how to get to his website. There's a lot more information on that. Brent's happy to take direct questions, and I'm happy to forward anything when you leave any comments below. And I found it very interesting to see the changes that are possible, allowing a different way to see life, as he said, a different imprint, let's say, that something like flowers, and I've liked flowers all my whole life, that's what attracted me to meeting Brent and coming all the way out here from Japan to Tennessee in the first place, so I can, be in the offices and to see for myself how they can be effective.
Yeah, is great. And I want to try and give an example. Let's say that someone had a memory or from somewhere, childhood. I say to people, you can look at it because people have different points of view. It could be from early childhood. It could be the collective unconscious of Carl Jung. If you believed in past lives, it could be that. Somewhere, these memories and coded beliefs are coming into us, or they're resident, I should say. And those really control our life. That comes from the area of energy psychology. And I'm talking about that I was present when that field was born. I was one of the people that was involved in understanding it when it was born. And then I took that understanding and created the process for FlorAlive practitioners to determine what the limiting beliefs were in their patients. We can demonstrate that, administer the flowers, and then the beliefs are gone when we reassess it.
How can all of this help with their sovereignty, do you think?
Well, let us say, for example, that we do the assessment and we find that one of the flowers they need says, regardless of my efforts, I cannot influence the outcome. Let us say, if we believed, as some of the educators, that we're receiving an onslaught of programming, whether it be through Wi-Fi or satellite or HARP array or whatever it might be, that we're receiving, or watching TV or movies, we're receiving encoded messages, right? And that's going into our unconscious mind. We're not aware of it most of the time. We're just not aware of it at all. But let's say that was sitting in there. Regardless of my efforts, I cannot influence the outcome. Well, if you had a whole society that believed that, they would be under your thumb, wouldn't they? Because they wouldn't believe that no matter what, they would believe that no matter what they did, it wouldn't make any difference. So why try? Why try?
Makes sense.
Acquiesce, just give in. And so if you had a flower that removed that limiting belief, then you would have people that would have their own sovereignty and their own knowledge of their God-given right of dominion.
So would you say all of the flowers do that in one way or the other? Or there
most of the flowers in one way or the other have that
help with their sovereignty?
Have help with building our sense of our true self.
Well, you can't get any better than that.
Yeah, it's a blessing, and it's quite unique. And it didn't that didn't arise because I sat around and thought, gee, it'd be really cool to make a bunch of stuff that did that 20 some years ago. I just prepared, and I described in the book, I prepared what was put in front of me, what my guides gave me to do. And looking back, I realized this is an amazing collection of stuff to really foster sovereignty. Yeah.
Well, I've seen, from a lot of the studies I've done and from, trying several of Brent's lovely flower essences, that they do have an effect. I would say a positive effect in that they've allowed me personally to see things that I may have been missing, whether it's through my dreams or my everyday, or even watching a recent example where Brent found a few things out from my wife that I didn't even know, which was very interesting to see just from his technique and, how he brought it to the surface, something that's been hidden from her for 20 years, which was very fascinating for me to see. And that's allowed, in my opinion, to see the potential for people to heal through their own efforts what may be missing in their life or what they don't even know they're missing in their life.
That's the really big point. They don't know it's missing. And that's what's kind of mysterious. The flowers know there's this consciousness that is imbued in these flowers, and they are so animate or so, I don't know. I mean, it's, you wish you wouldn't think of it as this incredible consciousness is in them. And as practitioners, we try to match that with the needs of the individual. So we created a lot of individual flowers, but we also created kind of master remedies, a number of them. I think there's like 13 combination essences, and they're really broad acting. With the Abundant Life program, sometime we'll do a whole little program on that. Yeah. But that really covers almost all the major flowers in 4 different products. So it's really cool.
So what's important, I think, because this particular video is on sovereignty, is a lot of people have felt in one way or the other their sovereignty has been, stepped upon, especially since the shenanigans started in 2020 or just before. And I have heard myself, so many of our viewers and readers say, nothing you can do, there's nowhere to go, I don't know about my mind, basically, you're effed, pardon my language, if you, and there's nothing that is possible for your change. And I've always felt, and probably why I was attracted to come here, that there's always options, even if you don't understand what they are at the moment, right? Allowing new things to come can give you that way out. And if you can't do it yourself, let's say, or if you aren't sure what to do next, something that can give you a guiding hand can always be useful.
Yeah, it is. And they're gentle. And they, we tell people they're pure frequencies. They are produced by Living Light, Living Light Ministry. They are sacred substance. And so I tell people what an honor and privilege it is to administer sacred substance.
So videos like this, we're going to put this on the end of a lot of the videos we're going to do moving forward. We're going to get into a lot of the specific, essences that Brent has been working with. I'm delighted to see Madam Fate. I want to hear more about that.
That one's a fun one.
I've come across a whole bunch of other ones that I didn't even know existed even today. I've been sneaking through the warehouse and checking out all the bottles and seeing some of the interesting flowers that I want to find more out about. We just wanted to share this bit about you, why in this moment, in this day and age, in this time, why there is something coming to the forefront that's been hidden from a lot of us. A different modality. Like you said, it's a unique modality, as Brent has said, something no one else has done in the full flower, full spectrum flower analysis. We'll get into the scalar energy another time as well.
That's going to be very interesting. And so just the sovereignty issue, just thinking about it, just to give a little mention, there's a product called Clear, which is enormous. It's a huge collection of flowers that clear a lot of these disturbances. There's one called Freedom Flowers Blend. Freedom Flowers. I mean, that's pretty good.
Very nice.
And there's another one called Pure Potential. And those are particularly powerful at removing some of these obstacles that are blocking people that have been laid on them.
What was that first one again?
Clear. Clear is a spray. It's what's called space clearing, but you can also take it. You can and that actually contains Madame Fate.
Oh, really?
And a whole bunch of other stuff like it.
So we're going to go over all of these one at a time. I would love to do one on the freedom flowers, pure potential and clear. Seems like there's a connection for all three.
Yep.
And, we just wanted to catch up a little, say hello. We're together now. We're not always going to be together. We're doing a lot of these from different parts of the world. And to share a little bit about why, whatever it is you feel like using, go to Brent's website, FlorAlive.com. There'll be a link below. Check it out. You can use the new, the new now and get your lovely discount. And Brent ships now all over the world.
Yeah. We do. Especially EU. It should be a lot easier because EU can get from an EU distributor, and so it'll get to you quicker with less duties and stuff like that.
Yeah. So no matter where you are, if you feel drawn, as I was, to try them out, go through his website. There's tons more information that you can get for there. Check out Brent's book. I've been reading through it. We're 3/4 of the way through right now. It's very fascinating. His journeys towards finding the flowers, which I find is just as important as actually, picking up a bottle. You can find much behind the creator, or as he would like to say, the guide towards this particular flowers to bring them to the world to allow you, maybe not to have to travel up and down all the mountains as he has into the glacier lakes and to different parts of the world, and see for yourself how they can help you.
Yep.
All right. Anything you'd like to leave our viewers with at this one?
Well, I'd say definitely visit also the FloralHandOfGod.com, thefloralhandofgod.com. The reason I chose the name of that book is because I can't think of a better way of stating it, that these flowers have been touched by the divine.
Very nice. Okay, we'll be back soon. I hope you enjoyed the previous bit of this video. We're going to put this at the end. Check all the links below. There'll be more information. If anyone has any questions or suggestions, recommendations, or anything of that nature, we love all intelligent contributions, and we're happy to respond.
I love all intelligent. I love that, intelligent contributions. Yeah. You don't want the unintelligent.
No, we don't want the unintelligent. I've had a few of those. I've learned to put that in over the years, and we're happy to see you here. And we're happy to see you again very, very soon. Thanks again, Brent.
All right, great. Good to be here.
Lie to my heart. No one tells me where I should start. Freedom first is what I say.